Hello, I hope you're doing good, and if you want to play a short games with me, I'm going to ask 5 questions about the week, the month, the year, the decade, and all stuff. For 4 choices, 4 points, 3 choices, 3 points, 2 choices, 1 point only. Right, and at the end I give you a review. Let's do this. Question about the week. How many hectares total burned in Canada this year so far? So for 4 points, 8 million, 9 millions, 10 millions, or 11 millions of hectares. So for 4 points, and now for 3 points, 9 millions, 10 millions, or 11 millions. For 3 points, 3 choices. And now for 1 point only, 9 millions or 10 millions. For 1 point, and actually so far we had 10 millions hectares burning in Canada. Question about the month. What happened to the Wagner Group in Ukraine that ended their participation to that invasion? So for 4 points, was it bombed by the Russian army? Did it lose a big battle against Ukraine? No more ammunition? Well, they realized that war is bad. 4 points, 4 choices. And for 3 points, was it bombed by the Russian army? Did it lose a big battle against Ukraine? Or no more ammunition? For 3 points. And now for 1 point, was it bombed by the Russian army or no more ammunition? For 1 point. And the Wagner Group actually was bombed by the Russian army. A question about the year. What brand of bike won the Tour de France in the edition of 2022? So for 4 points, was it a Pinarello Dogma F? Was it a BMC Team Machine? Was it a Ultra XR4 disc? Or was it a Cervelo R5? So for 4 points, one of those 4 choices. And now for 3 points, Pinarello Dogma F, Ultra XR4 disc, or Cervelo R5. For 3 points. And now for 1 point, was it a Pinarello Dogma F or a Cervelo R5? For 1 point. And the bike that won the Tour de France in 2022 was a Cervelo R5. Question about the decade. What was the sport practiced by the team rescued from the Tam Luang Nang Non cave in Chiang Rai province in Thailand? So for 4 points, was it a soccer team or football team? Was it a rugby team? Was it a handball team? Or was it a cricket team? So for 4 points, 4 choices. And now for 3 points, football, soccer, or rugby, or cricket. 3 points, 3 choices. And now for 1 point, was it football, soccer, or cricket? For 1 point, and it was a football team that was rescued, or soccer team. Question about all stuff. What was the job of Rosie, the star of women recruitment during World War II? So, for 4 points, was she Rosie the bullet maker? Was she Rosie the welder? Rosie the housewife? Or Rosie the rifter? So for 4 points, 4 choices. And now for 3 points, was she Rosie the bullet maker, Rosie the welder, or Rosie the rifter? For 3 points. And for 1 point now, was she the welder or the rifter? For 1 point. And she was Rosie the rifter. Let's do the review now. So mid-July, Canada has reached an unprecedented milestone. 10 million hectares of land has burned by wildfire. End of June, something peculiar occurred on the Ukraine battlefield. In an odd turn of event, where the Ukrainians had no part to play in it, the head of Wagner Group said that it was attacked by the Russian forces. In 2022, the Tour de France winning bike was the Cervelo R5. It's a lightweight climbing bike with 12 speed, a Shinamo Dura Ace Air 9200 electronic shifting group set, and Shinamo C50 wheel set. Pinarello Dogma F5s are bike made by Ineos Grenadier. BMC Team Machine are bikes made by AG2R Citroën. And Ultra XR4 disc are bikes made by the Team Bike Exchange. In June and July 2018, a junior team football team were rescued from the Tam Luang Nang Non cave in Chiang Rai province in the northern of Thailand. Rosie the Rifter was the star of a campaign aimed at recruiting female workers for defense industries during World War II, and she became perhaps the most iconic image of working American women. I hope you heard some stuff and you had fun, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.